What's up guys, hope you guys are all doing well. This is Omar from All Rated. I'm here to do a follow-up video for the Fitbit Versa 3. So now originally I was going to do a follow-up video after about a week or so, but I just decided that wasn't enough time, so I waited 3 weeks just so I can give a better opinion about the Fitbit Versa 3 and my experience with it. So first I just want to get into the design of this watch. So the watch itself has Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is highly scratch resistant. It's got an aluminum body, and on the back, as you can see, it's got the heart rate sensors. And just like the Fitbit Versa 2, it doesn't have any physical buttons, but it's got a press button on the left side of it, and basically you just press it and then you feel a vibration back, and that's how you know you hit the button. Now the screen for the Versa 3 itself, as you guys can see, is fully color. It's got a bright AMOLED display, it's fully touchscreen, and it's got a display resolution of 336 by 336. So Fitbit claims that the Versa 3 is water resistant up to 5 atmospheres or 50 meters. Now in the 3 weeks that I've had it, I've taken it outside and walks in the rain with my dog. I've drowned it in water myself. I've also worn it in the shower a bunch of times. So I can safely say that I've had no issues with it at all whatsoever. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like to take your watch off and likes to wear it in the shower, you don't have to worry about getting it wet. So good job on Fitbit for that part. So next, I just want to get into the battery life. So Fitbit claims that the Versa 3 has a 6-day battery life. And in my experience, I didn't get 6 days, but this is what I did. So I had the always on display on. I also had the brightness on full, just because that's how I want to wear it. And I also got a brand new puppy, so every time I went on a walk, which is multiple times a day, I had the GPS on as well for the walking. So that's what really drained the battery life. So I got 3 days. Now I can definitely see you getting 6 days if you have a bunch of the features turned off and not using the GPS excessively as I was. So that's not bad at all. I think it's a great battery life. It's just that's how I used it and that's what I got from it. So if you are ever running low on battery life, you honestly don't have to worry. So the Versa 3 has quick charging. So Fitbit claims it takes about 12 minutes for a day of battery use. It is accurate, just it depends, like I said, on the features you have. So I had everything on. I had multiple walks still with my dog on GPS mode. So for me, I almost got a day, but that's just because of how I was using it. So if you're not having everything on, like I said, I can see you getting a day. So the navigation of the Versa 3 is very similar to the Versa 2. So as I said, on the side, you have the press button. So if you press it once, it just takes you back from any screen you're at. So for example, I'll go here, press it once, just takes you back. Now if you long press it, you have different options to set it up for. So like a quick option to go to a different page. I have a quick set to Alexa, so as you can see, I'll press it. Takes me to Alexa. Now you have different other options, and eventually you will have the option to set it up with Google Assistant, because as you know, Google bought Fitbit. So that feature isn't out yet, but eventually it will be. So now like the Versa 2, if you swipe left, you can see all the apps you have. So the ones that come with it are the Fitbit app, the exercise settings, alarms, the timer, the weather, relax, agenda, and the wallet, the clocks, find my phone, coach, and Alexa, Starbucks, Deezer, and Spotify. And the rest you can download any other apps you want, and it'll show up here as well when you're swiping left. So now if you scroll up, the first thing it shows is the weather. Then after that, it shows you all your stats. So you know, your floors climbed, your steps, distance, calories burnt, active zones. It has advanced settings, so your heart rate, your hourly activity, exercise, sleep, Fitbit logging, so you can log in your water intake. You can also log in your food intake as well. I just have that set off. And also has the relax feature as well. And if you go to manage, you can also add more, and you can add them up as well. And the cool thing about this is when you go there, and if you click each of them individually, it shows you more in depth as well. So for example, calories burnt takes a little bit, but it's not bad. And then I'll show you more in depth as well. It's a cool chart there. So that's something that's new that I really like about the Fitbit Versa 3. So now when you scroll down, it'll show you all the notifications you have, emails, whatever you have set up, etc. So now when you scroll to the right, it's going to show you a different screen as well. So this is your do not disturb. This is your sleep mode. This is to adjust your brightness, which right now I have it set to max. This is to put the always on display on, which I'm actually going to turn on right now. There you go. Always on display. And this is your screen mode. So you can put it as automatic. Wakes you up. So say when you flip your wrist, it'll wake the screen up. Or manually. So to make the screen wake up, basically you just gotta press the button or the home button and it'll turn on. And here you can adjust the sound. So say if you have music on, you can adjust the volume from here. And this is what the always on display looks like for this particular watch face. Every watch face has a different always on display. So the Versa 3 has 20 different exercise modes. I just want to go through them quickly. So again, swipe left, click the exercise button. And so we'll go through them quickly. So it has walking, working out, biking, boot camp, circuit training, elliptical, golf, hike, interval workouts, kickboxing, martial arts, Pilates, run, spinning, stair climber, swim, tennis, treadmill, weights, and yoga. And I just want you guys to keep in mind that not every exercise mode connects to GPS. It's just the ones that are done outside that can be connected. So for example, I want to show you guys for walking. I just want to show you guys how fast it does connect. Mind you, I am inside the house right now, so it might take a little bit, but for the most part, it's not bad at all. So here you have the GPS trying to connect. Takes a second. There you go. So that was pretty fast, so definitely a thumbs up. Definitely an awesome feature that they have now compared to the Versa 2. So since we are on the topic of the GPS, yes, it finally has a built-in GPS, which the Versa 2 did not. So now you don't have to take your phone and piggyback off your phone's GPS. You can just go out by yourself on a walk, bike ride, whatever, and just use the GPS on your watch. So that's one feature I'm really happy about. That's what I've been waiting for. The last one to have it, well, the Charge 4 did have it, which just came out not too long ago as well. And then before that, it was the Fitbit Bionic, which has been out a long time ago. So I'm really happy with the Versa 3, and it finally has onboard GPS. So another upgrade that the Versa 3 has over the Versa 2 is got a new heart rate sensor. So as you can see right here, so it's a Pure Pulse 2 heart rate sensor. So this is supposed to have better accuracy and just overall be more efficient in your heart rate reading. And so with that being said, with the sensor being a lot better, it's also a lot better for sleep tracking as well. So like the previous generations of the Versa or the other previous Fitbits, it shows your stages of sleep as well. So it shows the time you're awake, your REM sleep, your light sleep, and your deep sleep. So now if we go back through the app, it does show your restoration rate as well. So I'll show you guys that. So it gives you your average sleep heart rate, above resting heart rate, below resting heart rate, shows your restlessness score, and then shows your estimated oxygen variation levels as well. And then if you guys also have the premium version, you can get other health metrics as well. I'll show you guys quickly. Go back here. Other health metrics. This is with premium. So breathing rate, gives you the heart rate variability, and it also does give you your SpO2 as well, and your resting heart rate. The two quick points I just really want to touch on quickly is that when you do buy the Fitbit Versa 3, it comes with a free 90-day trial of the premium version of Fitbit. So that's a cool feature. And then I also want to touch on the SpO2. So basically to get the SpO2 level, unfortunately you have to have a certain watch face, and I'll show you guys right here. So this is a watch face on your Versa 3 that you must have in order to get an SpO2 score. And I'll just show you guys the always on display for this watch face. Here it is. And along with that, if you click it, there's also some other additional information for this watch face as well. That's pretty cool. So some other cool features that the Fitbit Versa 3 also has, it has an accelerometer, altimeter, it has Wi-Fi connection, and also has NFC along with Fitbit Pay. So a feature that really makes the Fitbit Versa 3 unique compared to the Versa 2 is that now it finally has a built-in mic and a speaker. So yes, in the future you are going to be able to answer your calls right from your wrist. So currently you can't use that feature. According to Fitbit, it should be coming around late 2020. So I'm hoping that comes around soon, because that's definitely a useful feature and definitely a cool feature to add finally to the Fitbit Versa 3. And just to give more of a smartwatch experience to those users that also want a great health tracking device as well. So just in the 3 short weeks of me testing the device, I just want to give you my thoughts of things I do like about the Versa 3 and things I don't. So what I am really happy with the Versa 3, that it finally has onboard GPS. That's a feature that I've been waiting for, and that's something I find definitely useful, because a lot of times I sometimes forget or rush out the house. I just take my puppy out for a walk and then I forget my phone, and I want to track my walk, my pace rate, etc. So it's just cool to have the onboard GPS. Then I can see where I'm going and just track all that information without having my phone. I also like the new heart rate sensor. I also like that it gives the SpO2 level as well. I just wish, like I said earlier, you could use a different face for it, but regardless, it has it, so I'm really happy about that as well. I actually really do like the build quality. In the weeks that I've had it, my puppy has tried to bite it, and so far it hasn't had any scratches on it, so it's definitely a double thumbs up for the build quality. No scratches on it, so good job, Fitbit. So sleep tracking is excellent as well. I honestly believe that Fitbit has the best sleep tracking for any device on your wrist. I've got some Garmin devices, I got Fossil, I got Samsung, and just for me, what I've found, like, Fitbit is the most accurate. Obviously, I don't have any actual way to kind of tell like 100% of the accuracy for my sleep, but for the most time, say if I'm tired, I can kind of tell when I was awake, when I wasn't. And a lot of times with other devices, say if I wake up and then I'm like trying to fall asleep, and my heart rate is really low, it'll say that I was asleep when I wasn't. And I haven't really noticed that with the Fitbit, especially the Versa 3. So I have no issues whatsoever with the sleep tracking, and I think it's a great bonus. It's also nice that you have the ability to store music on the watch as well. It's sometimes nice just to not have your phone on you, and you can just have your watch and you can connect your Bluetooth headphones and listen to music while you work out, go for a walk, etc. So it also has Spotify on there, just you can't download music directly onto Spotify, but you can control it from your phone. But you do have Deezer, and if you do have a subscription for that, then you can use that to download music on the watch, so then you don't need your phone at all. I also like the battery life as well. Definitely, like I said earlier, you can get 6 days. It just depends how you use it. Now I just want to get into some of the things that I don't like about the watch. So I do love that it has a speaker and mic built in, and you can reply to notifications. So say if you have a text, you can reply to notifications using the mic. But in the future, like I said, you're going to be able to answer calls right on your wrist. I just don't understand why, if it wasn't out yet, I would have just waited personally till the feature was out. So then when you get the watch, you can have all the features at one time instead of having the watch come out first and then waiting for other features. That's just me. This is how I feel. So another thing I don't really like or understand is that you don't really have a contact list. So you can, as of now, still reply to your text messages. So say if you get a notification, say that someone texts you, you see their name, you have the option to reply back. You can use the mic, but other than that, if you want to text someone else, they have to send you a message first, and it shows you a notification on the list. Otherwise, there's no contact list where you can directly go in the watch, find a different contact, and message or call them, etc. So that's one thing I don't really understand. I'm assuming that's going to change once the features do come out later in 2020, where you can call someone, that there will be a contact list added. At least if there's not, I really hope there is, because that would make things a lot easier. So another thing I dislike, it doesn't really have to do with the watch, it's just the Fitbit app. So sometimes I have connection issues with the app. So say if I connect it to my watch and I want it to send me texts, etc., it'll have a message pop up saying the phone has to restart, and sometimes I restart the phone and it still doesn't work, and I don't know what that is. It's a glitch or it's a software issue, but that's just an issue that I've had. I know other people have had it as well, where they just want to have all the notifications on and get their messages, etc., and sometimes it just doesn't work. So I'm not sure what that is. I hope it does get fixed in the future, but just so you guys are aware, sometimes there are connection issues. So overall, I really do love the Fitbit Versa 3, besides all those issues. I just can't wait for the features to come out. But overall, it's got a great build. It's durable, great battery life, great sleep tracking, new sensor, which is awesome. So overall, I really do like the Versa 3. Like I said, I wish they waited till all the features come out, but they will in the near future, and hopefully all the issues that I've listed, at least that I've experienced, improve in the near future. So thanks for listening. Hope you hit the like and subscribe button. It's Omar from O-Rated. Catch you later. Peace.